All right, so you guys have put in the hard work of deriving equations of parabolas and just kind of figuring some of that stuff out with that distance formula. Now let's just jump right to what the equations of the parabolas are. You've done the hard work, we can go ahead and write this in. So we have kind of two columns. You have parabolas that will have a vertical axis of symmetry, it will have a horizontal directrix, which means it has the equation y equals a number. It will open up or down, and any parabola that has those characteristics will have the equation y equals a times x squared. Another parabola that you guys will see will have a horizontal axis of symmetry. It will have a vertical directrix, which has the equation x equals a number. That's a vertical directrix. These parabolas will open left or right. And if your parabola has those characteristics, and if it has one, it will have all of them, the equation is x equals a times y squared. And then let's put a big asterisk because that a value is defined as 1 over 4 times c. C is the focal length that we talked about in the last video. Okay, so now that we know all this information, let's write an equation of a parabola a little bit faster. So part A, what's an equation of a parabola that has a vertex at 0, 0 and a focus of 0, negative 0.5? So we always start by doing a quick sketch because we kind of want to know, is this opening up or down, left or right? Is your directrix horizontal or vertical? So vertex is at 0, 0. There's your vertex. The focus is 0, negative 0.5. So I'm going to put negative 1 down there so I can put the focus right here. All right, this tells me that the parabola is going to open down. And I know that the directrix is going to be the same distance away as the focus on the other side. So if I go ahead and label, here's a positive 1, so that directrix is going to go right in here. That's y equals a positive 0.5. All right, because our parabola is opening down, it has a vertical axis of symmetry, it has a horizontal directrix, it's going to have the equation y equals ax squared. Now we just have to define the a value. So just above we said that a is equal to 1 over 4 times c. So c is, this is c and this is c. When your vertex is at the origin, the c value comes right from your focus. Your focus is 0, negative 0.5. The c value is a negative 0.5. Right here. We had to go down 0.5 to get to the focus, so a negative 0.5. So all we do is we plug that in for c. 1 divided by 4 times a negative 0.5, which gives us 1 divided by 4 times a negative 1/2 is a negative 2. So we'll just say negative 1/2. So now we just plug that into our equation, y equals negative 1/2 x squared. And that's the equation of the parabola with this information. All right, so let's just look at one more example. Let's write an equation of a parabola that has a vertex at 0, 0 and a directrix at x equals 5. So how do we start? We start with a sketch. We need to see what this looks like. The vertex is 0, 0. And the directrix is at x equals 5. So that's going to go along the x-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will be your directrix. It's going to be a vertical line. X equals 5. So what we can do now is count how far away is the vertex from the directrix. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. That means the focus is going to be 5 units in the opposite direction, putting that vertex right in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where we have our focus at the ordered pair -5, 0. This tells us that our parabola is opening to the left, because remember that focus is going to be on the inside of it. So when your parabola is open left or right, when they have a horizontal axis of symmetry, when they have a vertical directrix, the equation is going to be x equals a times y squared. And then we need to find the a value. Remember, a is equal to 1 over 4 times c. So let's take a look at our picture over here. Remember, c, the absolute value of c is the distance between the vertex and the directrix and the vertex and the focus. Because we went from 0, 0 to the left 5 units, that means that our c value is going to be a -5. So let's plug that in. 1 over 4 times -5 is a negative, just throw it out front, 1/20. So now our equation, x equals, we know that a is a -1/20 times y squared. And that's the equation of this parabola.